A judge involved in former President Rodrigo Duterte's case before the International Criminal Court is among those sanctioned by the U.S. government. The U.S. imposed sanctions on 4 judges at the ICC, including over an arrest warrant for Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. The 4 judges will be barred from entry to the U.S. Any property or other interests in the U.S. economy will also be blocked. 2 of the judges are Betty Holler of Slovenia and Rain Alapini Gansu of Benin. Holler and Alapini Gansu took part in proceedings that led to an arrest warrant issued in November for Netanyahu. Alapini Gansu is also a judge in Duterte's Crimes Against Humanity case. Duterte's legal team in the ICC earlier attempted to disqualify Alapini Gansu from the former president's case. The 2 other judges sanctioned are Luz del Carmen Ibanez Carranza of Peru and Salome Balungi Bosa of Uganda. They were part of the court proceedings that led to the authorization of an investigation into allegations that U.S. forces committed war crimes during the war in Afghanistan. Secretary of State Marco Rubio says the U.S. will take whatever actions it deems necessary to protect its sovereignty and that of Israel. He describes the ICC sanctions as illegitimate. He also urges countries that support the ICC to fight the supposed disgraceful attack on the U.S. and Israel. Meanwhile, the ICC hit back, saying the measures are an attempt to undermine the independence of an international judicial institution. The International Criminal Court prosecution submitted the 6th batch of evidence in the Crimes Against Humanity case against former President Rodrigo Duterte. In a notice dated June 3, ICC Deputy Prosecutor Mame Mandiaye Nyang states the prosecution disclosed to the defense a total of 90 items, which were organized in thematic categories. 32 items were listed under barangay clearance operations under the Duterte administration. A separate category listed another 35 items under barangay clearance operations during Duterte's presidency. Meanwhile, 23 items were placed under the category of contextual elements and background information. The 23 items were indicated as material for the preparation of the defense. The notice states that the annex is classified as confidential as it refers to confidential evidence disclosed between the parties involved. Hence, it cannot be disclosed to the public. According to the ICC Pretrial Chamber 1, the prosecution only has until July 1 to disclose all evidence it will use for confirmation of charges against Duterte. Earlier, the prosecutor of the ICC said that it has at least 400 documents, 9 photos, and nearly 16 hours of audio and video files that it will use as evidence against Duterte. Duterte is facing crimes against humanity charges before the ICC due to his administration's anti-drug campaign. The hearing on the confirmation of charges against Duterte is on September 23. The Department of Transportation will construct a new footbridge within the year to replace the one along EDSA near Kamuning Road, dubbed by netizens as Mount Kamuning. In a statement, the DOTr says Mount Kamuning will be replaced with a lower footbridge with elevators. The agency says it will be connected to the GMA Kamuning EDSA busway station. The DOTr also unveils the conceptual design of the new footbridge in a video. It adds that the construction on the project is expected to start this year. Transportation Secretary Vince Dizon cites President Bongbong Marcos's directive to make facilities more convenient for pedestrians and commuters. The agency points out how the existing footbridge is too steep and not accessible for senior citizens and persons with disabilities. President Bongbong Marcos earlier issued this directive during a visit to the Metro Rail Transit line over the weekend.